Hey everybody, and welcome to Barbarian Trader. So today we'll go live. This is our first live episode, and we'll do some Bitcoin analysis, and also we'll have a look at S&P 500. So let's start to have a look at the bigger picture. So if we look at 12 hours Bitcoin, we'll see that we have a big rising wedge marked with the purple lines. And from my point of view, everything is happening inside the wedge, could be just noise, before we'll make this trend. So practically what we had, if we go on 12 hours, as we are now, and we go to Elliott wave, we had the first leg up, the second leg up, third leg up, and then we had the fake out, the fourth leg up, and then the dump. So practically it was not quite a surprise that we dump so hard. We dump almost to the bottom of the wedge. Okay, so now I think we are in a correction mode. So we made the first leg down, and now even we'll continue this bullish trend. We have to do at least an A, B, and possible C here, or even lower. Okay, movement. So we painted only the first leg down with the dump in 42,800 area. Now we have some sideways movement and a possible dead cat bounce, and then we'll make the second leg down. All right, so we have some good news for the bulls, short term, short medium term. Why? If I zoom in, okay, we'll see that we have a morning star doji. So we have a morning star doji after a downtrend, which is translated with a move up. So for the moment, we still have support from a green Ichimoku cloud, but soon we'll go in a pretty strong resistance. So first resistance, it will be serious resistance. It's here in 47,900, 48K. And I marked with double red line the middle of a channel. Okay, and here we'll have like a lot of resistance. So if you want to short, probably you can start from this area and lay asks short up to 49,500. And if you want to play in the safe zone, like 50,000, 50,100. So practically you are laying shorts, ask shorts. Okay. And then probably you'll have an average in this area, as you will start with smaller asks and the higher asks in the higher range. So, and then probably the best take profit zone will be if, okay, let me clean this. So if we'll break this resistance, diagonal resistance, all right, probably if it will come to test as support, probably here it will be the first take profit. But it's possible to continue down to test the bottom of the rising wedge again. So because if you look, usually we have, so let's see, practically we have like the first test. If you think about it, we just created, right? So usually they like to come and test this, either a support. Okay, if they will really go up, probably they'll test this as support, and then they'll move up. Okay, otherwise they might just drop from this area, pull around here at the base, break it, test it as resistance, maybe test this as support, and continue down with the second leg down, like we talked earlier. So I don't know if quite the best time to be bullish, as soon we'll go in some strong resistance. Okay, it was okay to be bullish here in our group and also on Twitter. Yeah, I have tweeted that we had this, okay, this 12-hour Morningstar doji, and it could be a good for a long. So, but now, right now, it might be a little tight, okay? As if we look at 8 hours, we just came to 50 moving average and 100 moving average. So they're about to cross, which might put some selling pressure on the Bitcoin. Also, if we switch to 4 hour, we'll see that we are in a pretty big and deep Ichimoku cloud, so which is in confluence with this red diagonal resistance. Okay, so usually, even if we have some spikes up, okay, let's say that they will break this, and we might come back to test, because first we might come back and test this 900 moving average. Okay, so for the moment they have made just the first leg up. Maybe they'll come and test this as this area as support and might continue with the second leg up. Who knows? We'll see. Let me go back to 8 hours as it's a little more clear. Okay, so what we have here, sorry. Okay, so another very important level, we have this blue line. Okay, let me zoom out. I will change to daily, and this blue line, practically, it's a 4-year support and resistance area. Okay, so practically we had like that. Okay, so we have the Bollinger Band who's hiding the previous peak, but we had 2017 in 20,000 area, then we had January 2021 the spike in about 42,000 area. So practically those two created a very good support resistance diagonal. So this blue one, so let's have an eye on it. For the moment, you see, we are fighting in this area, so it's not quite decisive. Okay, we are bullish, we are bearish, but if we look in the past, okay, and if you will see my previous video, if we are in a bearish market, you will see the levels and the steps of a bear market. Okay, so usually how a bear market starts? A bear market starts with a lot of rising wedges. Okay, let's see 2017, because you know everyone, all of us want for Bitcoin to go to $100,000, $200,000. Okay, but we have to be realistic. All right, so if we let emotions get the best of us, then we are not traders, we are gamblers. All right, so let's see 2017, same rising wedge, fall. All right, I will do it pretty fast. Rising wedge. Okay, let me do it with proper trend lines. So okay, rising wedge, fall. All right, next rising wedge, and then fall. All right, and on and on and on. Another rising wedge, fall. So let's go to today chart, to today price. So we have like this. We have the big rising wedge here. Okay, and in our trading group we shorted this area while everybody was super horny and seeing only 100,000 or above, we were shorting this and milk it pretty nicely. So just a small break if you want to join probably one of the most profitable trading group in the space and full of with fun traders. You can join us today. I put the link in the description below, and you can go to Patreon and you can select your membership level. All right. So practically for limited places, we have the Barbarian Brute on discount for the first adopters. So we have only 83 places. So hurry up and join us. Okay. So now I will go back. So what I was saying, that we had the rising wedge and fall. Then we have another and fall, right? Then we have another rising wedge and then fall again. And then now we are creating another big rising wedge. So for me, everything in this area is just noise. Personally, this is not a financial advice, but personally, I will short this area. As you see here, we have the diagonal resistance made from this top and this top, okay? So they break it, dump it, now they come and test it again. If we break it, yeah, probably, let me zoom in a little. It is possible, I don't say it's not possible, it is possible to go and see a retest, okay, of this diagonal resistance, right? From 65K top with this top, they might come here. And if we consider that we have this intersection of, right, okay, of this middle of the channel with this double red line and this diagonal diagonal resistance, and funny stuff, you see this purple line? This is on 21 September. I think in this on this date, plus minus, we'll have some very strong move. So what is possible? Okay, we can, I don't know, play around in this area and then just strike and strike down. So it's very possible, because as I said in my previous video, I don't think that we are in a bull market anymore, or at least, okay, and don't hate me for that, at least until we don't go above the previous highs. Otherwise, it's just side movement and bull traps. And if you look in my previous video, the complacency phase, it's after, okay, a big parabolic move, followed by a dump. So we had the parabolic move, followed by a dump, and rising wedge with some spikes up, okay, so bull trap area, and then the bear market is starting. And when the bear market is starting, then trust me, you don't want to be in long position, because this is unforgiven. It's, you see this purple channel, this with my, have a look on it in case it will start the bear market, because this, it will be a pretty good support area. Okay, and let me change the chart. Let's see this one. All right, so in this chart, okay, first let's have a look. You see RSI. So we had okay, resistance. So practically they break it and they might come back to test it as support. Okay, so it's debatable, the bull market. All right, the time to buy the dip, I think, is not quite right now, because okay, buy the dip after like this one, 50-60% dump. But what would you like to buy the dip here? Because this is not a dip. Okay, this is just the first leg down. Okay, so Elliott waves, you have like this, a trend is moving in 5 steps. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, so 3 legs up. And usually the fourth is the fake one. All right. So on the fourth, personally, I always like to short. And in our group, and in previous video, I shared the profits. We short 42,400 and we ride it until 43, 44,000. So not surprised at all for us. Okay. So now a correction will be like ABCD, ABE, ABC, sorry, ABC move, or 1, 2, 3, and 2 legs down. So, okay, let's take, all right. So we had for the moment only the first leg down. Why would you like to buy in this area when this could be the end, okay, of B move, and we might move here, right? So because those stops, they might come back to test them as support, right? So maybe not quite in this next support area, okay, that I mark it with a blue line and green channel. So in case of a fast move, okay, this, I think it will be a good area to have a look. It's like, let's say 35, 36,000 up to 39,000, maybe even 40, because it is very possible for them to go and do some stop loss hunt. All right. Because you see all those bottoms here. All right. People who go long in this area, okay, people who go long here or here or here, I don't want to offend anybody, but there are many beginners in the space, and they tend to put a very tight stop loss or to put a stop loss in the previous bottom. So, and then the market makers, they like to liquidate those long position with tight stop loss. Okay. Another thing I want to clarify. Okay. And this again is my own point of view, but I see in the space people talking, oh, this dump was a manipulation. This dump was, they want to punish El Salvador or whatever. No. Hey guys, look, understand this. The market is working like this. Somebody is making money, somebody is losing money. Okay? So nothing else. Nothing else. So from technical point of view, right, we had 1, 2, 3 legs up. This was a fake, and nobody is saying, hey, this is a manipulation. No, no, no. A manipulation is only when it's selling, when we have a dump. Okay? And more than that, all right, let's take a Fibonacci, all right, and let's see the bottom and top. And surprise, surprise, it dumped to, okay, just a second. Let me set up fast and reverse. All right. Surprise, surprise. Dumped in a golden pocket where there are a lot of buying orders. So if you read about Fibonacci and how Fibonacci is working, you will see that 0.618 is the best area to buy or to sell. For example, if, let's say that we'll have another leg down, right? So practically, all right, let's see, you see 0.5 Fibonacci, okay? Once we break this level, oh, sorry, it happened on live streams. So once we break this level, 0.5, right, more than sure we'll go here on 0, practically. In the moment we break 0.5, okay, what we'll do, we'll reverse the Fibonacci chart. So practically we go on Fibonacci, go here, reverse, and there you go. You have the buying area again here, 0.61, right? Pretty simple. So if you want to take a safer trades, okay, don't trade 15 minutes, 1 hour. This is a recipe for disaster, okay? And don't get excited that you see a spike up or some whatever who is telling that, oh, we'll go to 100,000, okay? So learn your own technical analysis and rely on yourself, okay? Okay, you might have some good trader who can give you some advices on YouTube or in your group, but learn your own technical analysis, at least the basics. Learn the support and resistance area, learn Fibonacci, okay? So at least with those two, then you will have an idea, okay, where to sell, where to buy, and to not be caught by surprise, okay? And also, I advise you to read about Elliott wave movement, okay? How is working and what are the rules, okay? So, because in the end, everybody know all the rules, yes? So, we all follow the same rules. We all have the same indicators. So there is no surprise that all we put our short ask in some level or long, okay, asks, yeah, to buy in another level is no surprise. So, and then when you see 0.618 Fibonacci in this area, then you will say, oh, okay, it's everybody probably will put their buy orders in this area. So I will share with you one of my a tip, okay, how I would like to set up my buy orders, because many times, if you look in the past, okay, I will not do this now, so I'll keep this video as short as possible. If you look in the past, they don't go necessarily exactly to 0.618 Fibonacci, okay? They like to go just a little above, or in many cases, they break this, so don't put, okay, if you put an order exactly on 0.618 Fibonacci and you put your stop loss here, okay, under, thinking that, okay, 0.6 golden pocket will hold, sometime you might be disappointed, all right? So, because experienced traders and people with a lot of money, they not leave anything by chance, okay? Nothing happened by chance. This dump didn't happen by chance. It was not a manipulation. If you think about it, then every sell and buy, it's a manipulation. Every candle, it's a manipulation. You know, you have to stop to find excuses, okay? We are grown-ups, we are traders, okay? Not gamblers that the stars, they were not aligned for me and other nonsense. No, okay? It was a fake out, and they come, if you look in the past, look, you see this bottom here? Okay, let me show you. So all these bottoms, they are like hell of resistance, okay? So what do you expect? This to fly to the moon? No, it's not working like that. Look at this pump. At some point, okay, and the volume was going lower. If you have a look here, okay, let me choose this. And here. The volume was going lower. Here, you see? The volume was going lower. So why we are surprised? There were no money, no buyers. And then people who bought here, of course they want to sell to take their profits. Okay? So after a move of, let's see, 80%, be sure you will have a serious correction. Okay. So let me come back. So don't put your buying order here at 0.61 and put your very close stop loss, because they might go a rebel spike down, you know. They will trigger your order, stop loss you, and then they will bounce. And you'll be disappointed that, oh shit, I lose my money or a part of them and I miss the trade. So if you want to take a trade, leave a little bigger room for the trade, all right? So you start here and you can even lay down asks down to 0.786 Fibonacci, all right? And always, always adapt yourself. Don't start with an idea and trade with that idea for weeks, for days, for months, okay? Because this can turn against you. You have to analyze the market all the time, because what was a valid trade here on the top, it's not valid anymore after a dump. So all the situation is changing. We made lower lows, okay? So we are not making higher lows, sorry. We are making lower lows. So we are not quite so bullish yet. okay, we're not quite so bullish yet. So don't forget, super big rising wedge, right? Okay, we are struggling on this blue line, okay? So support resistance, 4 years, okay? 4 years. You don't just come back and fly over it. And another thing, keep in mind that with this dump, let me choose a chart where it's a little more clear. Okay, so another thing, you see those red lines, we have a descending triangle, okay? So no matter how you put it, let's say we take the base here with this red line, okay? The base is here. And no matter how you put it, either with this red diagonal, now it's resistance, or the orange diagonal resistance, no matter how you put it, we are still inside, okay? We are still inside the descending triangle. So why to go bullish? All right? Okay, where I'll go bullish, either in this area, but bullish short term on this 0.618 Fibonacci golden pocket, okay? After the second leg down, right? Because I will tell you something, probably we'll have just a correction, okay? Let's say that we'll have just a correction. We'll still do the second leg down, okay? It's highly possible. Nothing is for sure in trading, okay? Nobody have a magic ball. All we have is technical analysis and charts, all right? So let's say that we have the second leg down is just a correction. Yes, this could be a short-term area to buy, all right? And then probably I will take some profits on 0.5 Fibonacci and another set of profits on 0.618, yeah, if we reverse the chart. That's why I marked 0.382 and 0.618 with red. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you turn the chart. They will be on the same level. So upper and lower 0.618, it's on the same level. Okay, so, but what if we have a trend, all right? So then a trend will have at least 3 legs down with possible a fourth fake down. So if we'll do that, we have the first leg down. The second leg down could be equal, okay, with the first leg down. So we'll come here, we'll bounce, and possible to do another leg down, all right? So we come in this high support area, is currently on 0.786 Fibonacci. So personally, when the markets are not showing very bullish signals, like very bullish signals, because yes, we have on 12 hours, I agree, okay? We have, let me switch to 12 hours. We have on 12 hours this Morningstar Doji, okay? All right, we have this, okay. So we might see some possible, this thin, okay, you see this thin diagonals resistance. We might come here to test this as, okay, to test this as resistance. It's still very possible. Probably there are a lot of asks in this area, 48, 49, 50, 50,500, all right? But then, okay, we are still in a bounce. That's all. In a bounce until we don't make higher highs. So practically, okay, let's talk also what needs to be happened for me to be a little more bullish. So, okay, let me clean this. So you see, I marked here 4 years diagonal resistance, this blue one, right? So let's say that we break this red diagonal resistance, okay? All right. And we'll break this, we test the support, then the next resistance, it will be here, right? So we might have some choppiness and we get here. Look, this was the first test, right? Possible to go again here, right? Then break it. And then if we break this one and we tested the support, then possible, yes, I will take a long and possible to look at this area, all right? But until then, all right, there is no point to be very bullish, okay? I don't care about emotions. Emotions are, as I said, for gamblers. We are traders, okay? In the moment we let emotions, and it's not a make-believe game. It's a very serious game with very serious money. And big people who play it, they know how to play it. They know psychology. They know not only trading. Because if you think, yeah, but you see, we bounce and yeah, okay, so what? Here we create a pretty nice movement up. And then they stroke people only in a few hours. They were not believing this. Like, oh, wait, why didn't test this as support? Why didn't test this as support? This as support, okay? This, look, here we had like a W bottom, yeah? So, okay, we had this 4-year blue support, right? No, they break it. They go like through cheese, right? Because they know, hey, look, a lot of people get excited. You see, okay, we break this, they make this fake break above this diagonal, right? The top diagonal resistance who became support. They go through this like nothing. All right, so now let's have a look also on S&P, because traditional markets, they have a very, very key role in crypto, okay? So on S&P 500, this is the daily chart, okay? So we have, theoretically, it's a good news for bulls, but it's so-so, and I will explain you why. The good news is S&P have a hidden bullish divergence, okay? So you see the bottom, okay, of the price is going up and the RSI is going down. So this is a hidden bullish divergence. But S&P 500, okay, let me hide this. And if you look, it was in a parabolic move, okay? And with this dump, they just break it. So a parabolic move, okay, it's ending, okay? The rule to end parabolic move, it's when you break 21 moving average, this black moving average, all right? And the last line of resistance, of support, sorry, is the 50 moving average, the green, okay? Once they break this, it's game over. Also, this is the last support. This is the last support, diagonal support, okay? Once they break this, they will head here, 200 moving average, okay? So if we have a look at 9 moving average, it starts to put a lot of selling pressure, and soon they will cross 21 moving average. So we have a pretty high selling pressure, all right? Let's have a look. And another thing, all right? Let me show you where it's 200 moving average, sorry. So if we look, it's the red one. So we have 200 estimated moving average, blue, and 200 moving average with red, all right? So S&P 500 didn't test 200 moving average from 26th of June or something like that, okay, last year. So we have more than 1 year when S&P 500 didn't test 200 moving average. And it's a little crazy, all right? Let's see here, okay? High lows, high lows, high lows. High lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows. Yeah. So we go to the moon, definitely. Guys, be careful, all right? I want to, for Bitcoin and all the crypto and everything, to go 300%, 10,000%, whatever. But this is scary. Another thing, we have a huge rising wedge, the blue one. That, okay, let me zoom back in. All right. So let me clean those. Okay, drawings. Okay. So we have a big rising wedge and they just break it. You see the blue bottom. So they break it test it as resistance. So this might start to play soon. And usually, okay, let's zoom even a little more. So usually moving averages work like this, okay? They play around in this area. They break 9 moving average, test it as resistance. Break 21 moving average, test it as resistance, okay? 1 time, 2 times, rejections, okay? Now they are on they are on 50 moving average. This probably, they will play around here and this will collapse, right? The move, usually the move between 50 moving average and 100 moving average is very fast. So don't be surprised if on Bitcoin, we'll have the second leg down of another fast one, okay? Because, as I said, nobody wants to hear the word bear market. No, this time it will be different. No, it will not be, okay? Markets are markets. Imagine, let me go back to S&P and I'll show you something else. This is monthly. This is monthly chart, okay? Not daily, not 4 hour, monthly chart, right? So have a look at the volume, okay? So practically they pump on fumes, okay? They are so overextended, okay? There are no buyers here. They are just propping the price, okay? And we are in a parabolic move. Parabolic moves, they tend to correct at least 50%. So 50% is somewhere here, okay? And you say, yeah, but they print money, they will. No. The money they print, they are peanuts for the money circulated in the markets, okay? And in the end, doesn't matter how much money they print, everybody is going to US dollars, okay? You cannot spend S&P or the fact that some kiosk in El Salvador or whatever introduce Bitcoin. Doesn't matter that big countries will introduce Bitcoin as payment, okay? I would like to see this. I would like to see crypto used as a payment and stuff. Probably it will be in time in some cases, but don't dream about it, okay? They fought wars to hold their fiat currency. So let's not be naive, okay? No matter how exciting are the news that, yes, they accept also, okay? Also, look at Tesla, okay? He play a super smart game. They come with the news, and I'm sure they bought like a long time ago, okay? You know how it is. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Don't buy the news, okay? So, let's go back to S&P. S&P is ready to correct, is screaming correct. Look at daily. 200 moving average, it's like, hey, look, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay? Look in the past. Okay? Almost pretty close to 200 moving average comparing with this move. All right. So practically from last year, from March, they were like, okay, I don't care. We're going up. And now it's like, look, this support area, they tested 1 time, 2 times, okay, 3 times. So more they tested, bigger is the chance to collapse, okay? And probably it will collapse soon. All right. So we have this 4-year diagonal with support or resistance. We have to keep an eye on it. And then we have those levels. We have this big rising wedge who, if it will play out, okay, let's say we go short in this area, okay, and where it will play out, okay, it might play out, let's see some support levels. So probably they will come and test first this diagonal support, okay? And then once they break the structure, this gray area, okay, then we might start pretty fast the second leg down, okay? Then we have also this diagonal support and big support area. Once we break this and test as a resistance, there is a big chance to go in those areas, okay? Mark with green, blue, and purple. So this, there are some areas to keep an eye on it, all right? So probably if they'll go here, I will focus to buy, okay? Probably starting from this area from 38, 39. I'm not chasing the market, okay? I like to trade, not to gamble. Gamble is like trying to chase the market. Oh, it's dumping, let's buy. But, you know, market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. So be careful with that, okay? So, guys, please subscribe and hit the notification button, so help this channel, okay? It will be great. All right. Yes. So for the moment, okay, let's wrap it for today. Let's see how we are now, okay? So right now, you see this red Ichimoku cloud, okay? They might come here in this area, 48K, okay? So even if they already have entered in those bottoms area, okay, which is pretty strong resistance, okay? All those bottoms, they will create a hell of a resistance, okay? So probably right now they are already starting to fill their short bags, okay? So we have to keep an eye on this diagonal resistance, 47,700, 48,000. Once we break this, then possible to come on in this area, this double red diagonal resistance, okay? So probably this is where I will, personally, I think, in this area could be a good setup for a swing, okay? So this area could be an interesting area for a swing trade. So if you start to fill your bags short, then you pull your average, because you put 10%, 15%, and most of it close to the top, okay? Don't chase the market. And don't be greedy. Don't put all your money in one entry, all right? Because they can stay sometime in this area. So if you will set your entries higher and higher, probably you'll have your average in this area or even higher, okay? And let's say we're in a bull market. Okay, let's say we're still in a bull market, okay? All right. So we can do something like that, and then to have a fast leg up, okay? This is the second leg. It will still have a correction. So if you have your average in this area, in worst case scenario, you will break even or have some small profit if they'll come to test this as support. Or if your average is in this area, yeah, you will still have some, okay, yeah, some decent profit if you are like 3x maximum 5x leverage. So you'll have 6 to 10%, okay? But if this is just a dead cat bounce, and we'll have the second leg down, yeah, that was the first, okay? Then, and with this huge rising wedge, yeah, the purple, we might have some nice profits, okay? But still, you know, trade safe and do risk management, okay? This is the most important. Don't put all the money you have in your portfolio. Don't learn about risk management, okay? And trade accordingly. So, in conclusion, let me clean this. In conclusion, We have resistance in 48,000 area, plus minus. Next one, it will be in this area, 48,800, 49 to 100. And then let's move this one. And then probably 49,300, 49,500, something like that. So starting from here up to here, it's area where at any point can go sideways, okay? And on lower, we have support area on this diagonal support, on this gray area, sorry. And next diagonal support. And once we lose this gray channel, it's very possible to head to this first and then continue to those green, blue, and purple. All right. And remember, keep an eye for 21 September. It might be a fast or strong move. Okay. So I hope that you enjoy this live video, my first live video. And I will be grateful if you subscribe, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification, and also you can follow me on Instagram on Barbarian Trader at Barbarian Market. So until next time, I wish you to trade safe and manage your risk. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Barbarian out.